Check this out. It's kind of cool, right? This is on Dennerlay's website right now. Dennerlay. It's by Chris Lookup, the Shrimp King. He has this file right now where you can kind of print your own poster or your own little. I just printed it on a piece of paper and I laminated it, so you can kind of get an idea of like all the Neocaridina variations that are common. And this might actually be all of them. There might be a few that we don't know about yet, but it's pretty extensive. I mean, it's a good amount of shrimp on here. Let's just go through it really quick. I thought I would show you guys. Let's see. So on top of the left, sorry, my printer is not the best when it comes to small stuff. It's mostly for big stuff. Yellow sakura, really nice yellow shrimp. Then they got the yellow neon, which I think I've seen these called goldback yellows, gold yellows, high yellows, just like the more intensive version of this, because they have that painted white, the yellow on the top. Then they got yellow Rileys, which I've never seen yellow Rileys. I would definitely want some of those guys. I love that. My orange sunkiss that I couldn't get to breed when I was doing it. I'll talk about that later or a different video. But these are orange sunkiss or orange sakura. I've also seen them called orange neos, orange sakura neos, orange sunkiss neos. You know what I mean. The names get kind of like iffy. This is orange sakura painted, which is basically the orange neos, like a sunkiss, but this one has a bit of it almost looks like crust, to be honest. It's that top, like, I can't get it to show really good. Like right there's a bunch of like just basically what you'd find on this, like a line. But it's painted, so that's kind of like the cherries that are really good, really nice quality. They're just having like a nice rusty look to it right there. It's a little higher grade than the regular. Then you got orange Riley, which I haven't seen this variation of orange Riley, but I guess you would just get a bunch of those when you're trying to get Rileys. This is the original Riley I always see. This might actually be people culling them. I think people normally cull these, but these kind of look sick too, so that's kind of nice. Orange Riley. This is orange red sakura, which is like a mixture, like it's right between where red goes into orange. Really nice. And then we got red sakura painted, which is another painted variation where the top part is like kind of like that rusty look, kind of crusty almost, but it's supposed to be a better grade than red sakura without the painted. And then we got red sakura but dark, and it almost looks like Bloody Mary, but it's not. I guess it's just a darker red variation of the red sakuras. And then here he has the Bloody Mary, which you can't tell in the picture, but with Bloody Marys, instead of the shell being red, it's the kind of like the meat inside, I guess you can say. The insides of that shrimp is red, not really the exoskeleton, which is normally, I think, pretty opaque with these. So you're really seeing the color of the inside of the shrimp, not really the color of the shell. Like with these guys, it's just a shell. And then you got red Riley, or red Riley. Red Riley again. Now I've also seen these guys with just the head only and no tail coloration, and a lot of times they call them Red Riding Hood. So, meh. I guess you would just read out the tail red. Red Riley or red Riley, but just no red at all, so they almost look like blue jellies. Silverado, it's like a silverish black color. Silverish black color. And then we got here, let's see, let's try to focus on this. It's Kanako Sakura, which it's kind of like, I've seen these, I'm pretty sure labeled as onyx. Onyx shrimp, I think they call them normally. Around here, I've seen them like that. They're kind of like a rusty red. Really dark rusty red. And then we got deep purple, which I've never seen. Those are kind of cool. Shoko Sakura, which is kind of like the browns. Just a nicer brown. And then we got Shoko by itself, just more of a see-through. Over here, we got Shoko Golden Top. So it would be like these guys over here, but gold on the top, kind of like the yellows do. And then we go into Blue Dream, Blue Riley. So these are basically Blue Dreams. I have these, basically. I have these, and I have these. And I guess some of these, too. And then we got Blue Dream. So Blue Dream Riley, a lot of people confuse these with the Red Riley because they think, well, there's blue on there, but it's not. It's different. It's mostly Blue Dreams that have a coloration that's missing in the middle. Kind of like the missing painted version or whatever. And then Blue Dreams. And then we got Black Carbon Riley. Black Carbon Blue Riley. So it's Black Carbon Rillies with a little bit of blue still in them. And then we got Blue Jellies, which I believe Blue Jellies come from these guys up here, the Red Riley. But maybe not, actually, according to Chris Luca, I guess. So that's another variation. Green Jade Painted, which is like the higher grade Green Jades. And then just a regular Green Jade. I honestly like the Green Jades regular, not painted, because the painted sometimes can be a little darker. Black Carbon Rilly. Love those shrimps. Another variation of Black Carbon Rilly. This is more of a cleaner look. This one might be considered more of a coal, but it's up to the person who's breeding them. Black Golden Top. So these are like the Black Rose, but with golden tops on them, like that yellow line. Black Sakura Painted, and then Black Rose. Now these are gonna be awesome right here. I've seen some people post up some of their very nice Black Rose shrimp after they cold for a long time, and they look really good. So those are cool. Those also come from like the darker Blue Dreams and stuff like that. So yeah, I was just going to show you guys. This file is right now currently at their Denolay website. You can't really find it on their desktop part of the website. I couldn't find it there. I had to actually find it on their website, but through the mobile version. It's right there as a download. Download it, email it to yourself, and then get yourself a little copy of it. This is kind of cool. You can probably print it on really nice poster paper, make yourself a poster. I think I'm gonna be doing that anyway. I think I might do that to the fish meetings. Kind of like just like, hey guys, check it out. Like, maybe somebody will like these, so they can kind of get an idea. Like, oh, look, especially for like new people. Like, I'm still pretty new. I'm learning, but I'm still pretty new. So it's kind of cool to know like these are the kind of variations you could find when you start breeding Neocaridinas. So this is literally why I'm starting to kind of get out of fish now. I'm starting to kind of get into shrimp a lot more. Fish have always been cool with me. I mean, I've always liked fish. That's how I started. But I always kind of lean towards bottom dwelling fish anyways. And then shrimps is just like, come on. Probably like 6-7 years ago, I tried out ghost shrimps, and we kept ghost shrimps for a long time actually, which is pretty rare. When normally they die off pretty easily, but we kept ghost shrimps for a long time. I always thought they were fascinating, and then I didn't really find out about cherry shrimps or any of those until probably recently, in the last year or two, because I took a long break from fish and keeping and stuff. But really love this thing. I wish there was one of these available for Caridina. And I guess there was at one point. I think what he does is, as kind of like a gift to the community, he kind of allows you to download these files from him, but only for a short period of time. And by him, I mean Chris Luca and Denderley. And right now, he has this, and he has a really cool like wild type poster, which is like, I don't even know those shrimps. They're like Caridina and that other species of shrimp that's like starts with a P, as far as the genus. And I'm gonna make another copy of that too, because I want to have the files. So I'm gonna be printing a poster for a family member pretty soon, because he's really into shrimps as well. But yeah, I thought that would be a good idea to show you guys, like, this is available. You guys can get the file and then print yourself off a little handbook. I mean, a little pamphlet like this, or whatever you want to call it, a little sheet. Like I said, I just printed on a piece of paper, which that's why it's curling up like that. And then I laminated it, but it'll last me a while. It's fine. I'm trying to put it up anywhere, but definitely will look cool as a poster. Definitely. But yeah, so go get it. Go get this file. Print yourself one of these. If you have a nice printer, you'll probably be happier than people who don't have a nice printer. I have a whatever printer for small stuff, but I have a really good, like, giant large format printer because that's what I do for, my job is to print a bunch of stuff like stickers and stuff like that. So I'm actually going to be printing out some posters of these for myself and family members. Like my dad's really into shrimps and stuff, but I'm probably going to print some small posters, not big ones, because we're not going to be having giant posters in our house. Some of our spouses are going to be like, what the, you don't even have a picture of our family, you're going to have a picture of shrimp. So yeah, guys, go get this file, man. It's awesome. Different variations, and gotta catch them all, right? Pokemon. All right, guys, you guys have a good one. See you in the next one. I'll go right now. That was my son. Later, guys.